Hello everyone, I'm JillKing627, and today we're going to be taking a look at my Direct Plunger Speedload-6. Let's get right on into it. Okay, so this is a Speedload-6. These are reverse plunger. They're from about, I think, 2011, from the newer dart tag blasters that look really, really nice, but perform really, really badly. And it's a little bit of a difficult mod, but you can make this direct plunger, and that is what I've done here. I know that someone sent one to Walcom S7. I will have a link to that video in the description. But that one hit about 60 FPS, if I remember correctly. Mine has been done a little bit differently, with some different materials, and I'm getting mid-80s. Occasionally, I've had a couple in the low 90s. So without further ado, I'm going to actually open this up and show you what I did on the inside. Here are the internals of this mod. So in the back here we have my custom spring rest. This is using 1/2-inch PVC and some bottles and hot glue. And the bottles are acting as the spring guide and the actual PVC as the spring rest. The spring in here is a mystery spring from the bin. Who knows what that thing is, but the draw feels to be about 5 kilograms. The plunger rod is, I believe, either an AccuTrooper or like either that or the Mediator plunger rod. I'm thinking it's the AccuTrooper one. I'm not entirely sure, but I have filled some of this dead space in to get to the exact right point where I could prime it back and have it get enough draw and still catch. And as you can see, this plunger rod looks a little bit different because I have a Crayola marker here. It's because I had shaved down this plunger rod doing something really, really stupid a couple years back. And it needed something to be a guide, and that worked fine. And it's not like, it's got almost no friction there, so it should be fine. The catch here is the catch from a Mediator, and I have used a screw to move where the little spring notch is to down here so it could get the spring in there properly. There's some filing I think that you have to do to get it to perfectly fit, but it should be okay. I believe this is also the Mediator's plunger tube. In here, I have taken off the back cap rather messily, and as you can see, there is hot glue here and hot glue on here. That's just what it chose to stick to. It eventually cracked off while I was making this, and it worked actually better this way. Easier to take out the plunger. It attaches to these separate pieces, and it keeps itself all aligned. Now this piece and the O-ring on the front here, these are for the express purpose of making sure the plunger doesn't go too far forward, so that keeps it in line. It goes up against this piece under here, which is the dart guide. The breech here is the original Speedload-6's breech with an extended little dart guide here, which is a little loose, but it works fine still. That's to stop the jamming issue I was having. You need the front half of the Speedload's breech because it's a little bit wider and more tapered so that it can actually chamber properly. And the back half here, this is probably from like an AccuTrooper breech or something that I used pens on the inside with tape and hot glue to combine the two breeches together. I have also messed with how the dart tooth disengages. I have like done a couple things to change how it, like when it releases. But other than that, those are the internals. All the locks have been removed. The bolt sled is the original bolt sled, and it's still got slam fire and everything. So we can go ahead and put this back together. Alright, now that you've seen what I've done on the inside, let's go see it fire. Alright, we are loaded up with some waffle head darts. Let's give it a try. And now we're reloaded for some slam fire. And finally, just for fun, we've loaded it up with some old Tiger Whistler darts, so we can shoot at the dart tag vests. Okay, so final thoughts. I'm rather happy with how this turned out. I think that the performance is halfway decent. Mid-80s is absolutely usable. And this blaster was a lot of fun to begin with. Being able to just quickly load into the top there and be able to do that even with the breech closed is just really, really nice. I enjoy this blaster quite a bit. Anyway, if you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to put them down in the comments below. Make sure to check out the one that Walcom did a video on. I will have a link down there in the description. Make sure to like and subscribe, and thank you all for watching.